Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We've got more news today as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to tell you guys about is the fact that we have another brand new PNSO release. As you can see, we've got ourselves a Guanlingsaurus, and that is pretty darn cool if you ask me. Another species that I have never seen anyone create before. PNSO is pretty good at doing that sort of thing, especially recently when it comes to, different marine species. It seems like they're pumping them out one after another, so clearly we can see where their focus is currently. But this is another really nice looking figure. Sculpt-wise, it's gorgeous. Paint-wise, I think it looks nice and natural, so another must-have for sure from PNSO. Also, when it comes to Glitch Studio, they recently had shared this image here showing off another upcoming release. Clearly, this is the Jurassic World Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex, and overall, I think it looks really nice. Obviously, it's not, fully finished or anything. It's just kind of like a render that they've created, but I am very much so looking forward to this. Their Spinosaurus was incredible, and I'm certain this is going to be exactly the same. Also, when it comes to Everything Dinosaur and their incredible evolution line that they are working on, the Tyrannosaurus Rex again being the very first release, the pre-orders are officially available. As of right now, you can head on over there, get your pre-order in. They do have two different versions, one of which is the collector's edition with 5 exclusive full-color collector cards, a detailed display base. It is, of course, again, a hand-painted, scientifically accurate Tyrannosaurus Rex following the fossil evidence, and a limited edition, but there is also the Founders Edition, which is the more rare of the two. Again, obviously a much smaller limited edition number, and this would include, again, the full lineup of the Collector's Edition, plus a 6th full-color collector card, and exclusive T-Rex artwork personally signed by Bob Nichols, as well as premium packaging with a custom collector's sleeve. And again, it is definitely important to remember that one is strictly limited. So if you are interested in this, make sure you head on over to Everything Dinosaur right now and get that pre-order in. Also, here we have a little sneak peek of what's next from Everything Dinosaur. Clearly, we've got ourselves a nice little preview of the Triceratops, which will definitely go really nicely with their T-Rex. Then when it comes to Dino Dream, we have a look at the Aqualops. Again, Dolores in 1/5 scale. Looks like we've got kind of like different variations here of the figure that is coming. Of course, we've also got like the candy again for Dolores to eat, as well as the backpack, which you can display the figure in, which is really cool. And obviously, this is far and away the best looking version of Dolores that is out on the market currently. And of course, it's going to be the highest quality version as well. And another really cool Rebirth release coming from Dino Dream that we can all look forward to releasing at some point soon. Seems like they're really pumping these Rebirth models out, and I am all for it. And they also had shared this image of a different Velociraptor that they are potentially going to be creating. Not much more was shown off other than this one image, but they've definitely piqued my interest. Also, when it comes to Eofauna, you can see there is a prototype image here showing off a Paraserthereum. And again, this is definitely really nice looking figure, and boy, oh boy, do I really hope this gets released at some point in the very near future, because I'm a huge fan of Paraserthereum. It's probably one of my favorite prehistoric mammals, and this is maybe the best version of it that I have seen from anyone, so a definite must-have if you ask me. Also, when it comes to Jurassic Justin / Caldera Collectibles, he has released, or is, in the process of releasing, a Carcharodontosaurus, a obviously super articulated version, and what we can see is he basically took the idea of the Carcharodontosaurus from Mattel and just amped it up to give us a beautiful, much more realistic interpretation, but still keeping the same sort of color scheme, just in way better fashion, that Mattel had. The pre-orders went live for this already, and as quickly as they went up, they already sold out before I could even get the video up, but there is talk of potentially releasing another variant of it at some point in the near future, so that's something to keep in mind. But I did want to show this off to you guys again, just to kind of show you what Jurassic Justin has been working on recently, and again, to keep your eyes out for the next variant to go up for pre-order at some point if he does in fact choose to go that route. Also, when it comes to VFB Paleoart, who I have reviewed some stuff from in the past, as you can see, they are releasing another model, a beautiful Concavenator, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous if you ask me. By far one of the most beautiful Concavenator models I have ever seen. I'm not absolutely positive if this is available to purchase quite yet, but once it is for sure, I'll definitely let you know. And then when it comes to Arttoys, they are creating something that is incredibly cool. You can see a very nice Chaos Effect style Mutadon figure. So obviously, again, being a hybrid and everything, you can clearly see that this was created in the Chaos Effect style, which is something that many Jurassic collectors hold near and dear to their heart, but obviously of a species of dinosaur that, well, you know, a made-up species of dinosaur, but that was featured in Jurassic World Rebirth and has had a severe lack of love, as nobody besides Cretaceous Creations has really made a figure of this one so far. So this is really exciting. I don't know exactly when this is going to be available to purchase, but honestly, it looks awesome. And then when it comes to Mattel, first of all, I have to give a shout out and a thank you to Dan Surprise, as he had shared these images of some more upcoming Mighty Little Biter figures. They do look pretty cool, and it is really fun to see the Quetzalcoatlus in the line, but obviously we've got some different paint variants here for like the Spinosaurus, and we also have a Dilophosaurus here. So some pretty cool stuff, definitely stuff that I'll be picking up and adding to my collection once they do officially release. And a thank you has to go out to Collect Jurassic, as he actually has gone ahead and cleaned up the images of the SDCC reveals for the upcoming Hammond Collection figures. We have a look at the Ornitholestes, which, you know, with this cleaner, better image, I don't think looks any better. I think the figure itself looks pretty bad as a whole, and absolutely nothing like the actual species it's meant to represent. But then we move over to the Dryosaurus, and again, it definitely looks a lot nicer than I would expect from a Mattel Dryosaurus. A little bit goofy there in the face, but I don't think we can truly tell how nice the figures will look until we actually see the official images, like the stock images from Mattel. Even the colors, I think, might be a bit different when we see the final product. But then we also have the Moosaurus, and I really kind of hope that this one stays the same, because I really quite like the color scheme that they've chosen for this one. And it is always, again, so nice to see so much paintwork on a Mattel figure. This is definitely my favorite of the three. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.